BBC Radio 1 London W1A4WW. It's impossible to take away the impact of this story, it really is. When you just open the envelope and take a letter out like this, which is usually read either by me or by Sue, sometimes by Leslie, it hits you between the eyes. And it is about courage, and it's sadly also about something that happens. So let me just explain. 3 daughters to a lady called Bar who lives in Leicester. One is 8, one is 9, and one is a 5-year-old sister. Now, they never let the girls out of the front of the house, but on 22nd of May of this year, they were all out in the front garden, just gardening and messing around, and the girls were playing on the green, and about 6 o'clock, a couple of motorbikes speeding on the wrong side of the road went by at a high speed, and they hit Cathy. Now, Cathy's 5 years old. She was taken straight away to Leicester Royal, and it was discovered there and confirmed by the doctors that she had 99% brain damage. There's a fellow called Dr. Pepperman, who was the specialist there, and he was absolutely brilliant. One of the neighbors watched over Rebecca and Ruth, the other 2 kids, while basically the family kept a vigil, hoping and praying that Cathy would pull through. And they stayed with her all the while, and at 2 o'clock on the Monday afternoon, a couple of days later, the doctors asked them about donating Cathy's organs. And at that point, they knew that the chances for her surviving were fairly minimal. Now, at 6 o'clock that evening, Cathy died. And they did donate the organs, because the parents believed that that's what Cathy would have wanted. And that's the story. However, there's a little more to it than that. All they now have is the memories. They also have the feeling and the hope that the 4 children that Cathy helped will have a better life. Now, Cathy was a sweet, lovable, happy little kid. And they feel, and I'm quoting from the letter here, which is what I mean about courage. They feel that they can't be selfish. They have 2 other girls, and the 2 other girls need them more now than ever to help them get over losing Cathy. They know that they've lost a child, but they're lucky to have 2 more girls to care for, and they care enough about the 4 kids that they will probably never meet who Cathy helped. And that's the story. I was asked specifically by Mrs. Hubbard on the letter not to change the names. And this is another angle on courage, because not only have they been through hell and come out the other side, but they've also helped people under circumstances where I guess the immediate response will be to say, no, I can't face the idea even of that. I can't even consider it. At the moment, all I care about is the child that I'm going to lose. But in the letter, specifically, Mrs. Hubbard wants me to thank all the staff at the Royal, especially Dr. Pepperman, for everything they did for Cathy at that time. She wasn't in pain, and that is a degree of comfort for them. But most of all is the comfort that 4 other children, and we've checked on this, are now alive and have the possibility of a future as a result directly of the generosity and the caringness of that one family. And that's the story. Rebecca and Ruth, the 2 girls who are listening now, don't forget, your parents will always love you. And don't forget this, because it's the song that Cathy, when she was alive, used to sing along to whenever she heard it on the radio. When you through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid
of the dawn. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the dawn. Walk on through the rain, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be light and glow. Walk on, walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll
Just for the Haunted Family in Leicester.